Last year, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, they were not only snubbed by Hollywood during the Oscar event, they were also brutally mocked by Hollywood community. Coming from Tom Bauer, he reported and he commented on this, and basically he said that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, they are Hollywood nobodies, quote unquote. Take a look at this pro-Meghan Devil's Mirror. That's what I call this report, this channel, or this news outlet. They are now peddling Meghan and Harry's lies, saying that it was Meghan and Harry who snubbed Hollywood Oscar event instead of the other way around. Before I move on and show you exactly what happened this time, I just want to remind you, most of my viewers are not subscribed. If you are one of them, consider subscribing. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were nowhere to be seen as stars descended on Hollywood for the 96th Annual Academy Award. A-listers such as Margot Robbie, Emma Stone, Robert Downey Jr. headed to the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles on Sunday night for the glitzy awards show. Last year, Meghan and Harry, they were so desperate to have an invitation from them. Why? Obviously, because the actress matress, Meghan Markle, she believes that she deserves to be there because of her past acting career. But they did not invite her. Exactly the same situation this time. Can you imagine Oscar going down to that level and inviting Meghan? Who are you? As Tom Bauer again said, Hollywood nobodies, Meghan and Harry. So this is what is happening now. When the gongs were all handed out, stars flocked to the Variety Fair after party, with the likes of Kim Kardashian and Paris Hilton putting on daring displays on red carpet. Do you not think that this will make Meghan Markle absolutely jealous? Yes, it will. Why? Because Meghan Markle wants some connection with both of them, Kim Kardashian and Paris Hilton. How do I know that? Well, take a look at Spotify. She invited Paris Hilton there. She thought Paris Hilton is just like Meghan Markle, same level, obviously not, but Meghan, that's how she thought about this. And also Kim Kardashian, who can forget those photos that she took with Meghan's mother, Doria Ragland. So therefore, for Meghan Markle, it should be on equal footing for both of them, three of them. But obviously, this is not how Oscar sees Meghan. However, the Duke and Duchess of Surrogate did not make an appearance. It comes after they were brutally slammed as Hollywood nobodies after last year's Oscars. Of course, they are nobody. Of course, you see Meghan Markle these days going to this kind of award function. We have seen her recently going to this place in Austin, Texas, giving a speech about social media, how they are abusing her, putting a negative image on her. This is what Meghan is good at, whining. The couple were rumored to be attending the Oscars to support Meghan's photographer friend Missan Harriman. He earned a nomination for his debut writer-director film The After, which was in the running for Best Live Action Short Film. Sadly, even Missan Harriman, he lost it. He lost out on the Oscar to Wes Anderson's Henry Sugar. Remember, Missan Harriman is the person who wants some publicity badly. This is why you see him groveling to Meghan Markle and Meghan Markle doing exactly the same thing with him. Teaming up, giving interviews, talking about Archie. He loves the Leica, whatever camera. And so Missan Harriman, for him, this was a huge opportunity to really make a name for himself, because this is exactly what he does. But this time did not pan out. It did not pan out last time either. Missan is very close with Meghan, with the former Sued actress even moderating a talk back in November to help promote his film. Meghan and Harry also skipped last year's Oscars, which earned them a savage nickname. Meghan and Harry did not skip Oscar ever, because you have to be invited for that to happen. And that never happened. Author Tom Bauer appeared on GB News last year and said, quote, "They were not even invited to Elton John's party at the Oscars. They really are nobodies in Hollywood." This is the best way one can put about Meghan and Harry when it comes to their ambition in Hollywood, because it is, even though very, very brutal, but let's be honest, Meghan and Harry, none of them, especially for Meghan, has any talent whatsoever. She doesn't even qualify to be a Z-lister, let alone going to an Oscar event. I mean, this year she wanted really to go because, if Misan Harriman, her friend, this photographer, this director, whatever, would have won this award, she would have made it look like she was the one who was responsible for Misan's success. This is how she would have placed herself in front of the camera. Oh, look, because of me, my friend won an Oscar. I don't have to win an Oscar. I'm beyond Oscar. Meghan and Harry's Oscar snub comes, no snub. I mean, they were snubbed. As the couple are trying to make it in Hollywood, Meghan has embarked on a brand new podcast deal with Lemonada. That's where you belong, Meghan Markle. Lemonada. Go there. I mean, she demoted herself, okay? Let's face it. Why Sussex Squad will be having any qualm if Oscar, let's say, okay, hypothetically, let's say Oscar snub Meghan Markle. Why would they have any problem? Why would even Meghan will have any problem? Because she demoted herself. Because Lemonada is a, downgrade version of Spotify. It's much lower than Spotify. Meghan said it from her own tongue that I think this is the best decision to do, best decision to make. So she went to Lemonada, and because she was fired from Spotify, but she still believes that working with Lemonada for the podcast was or is going to be the best decision of her life. So if Meghan is demoting herself, then why would anybody have any problem if Meghan is getting snubbed going to Hollywood? While the couple also have things in the pipelines as part of their deal with Netflix. Now, I want to actually share with you something else. So, as I said, Meghan is always whining, crying. Look what they're doing right now. So, Kate Middleton's Photoshop fail mocked by sources close to Meghan Markle. Prince Harry, quote, would have never made that mistake or never make that mistake. Now, why they are talking about this particular photo, why they are saying this is a Photoshop and that Prince William failed in it, well, you guessed it right. Right now, they are not going to Oscar, so they need some free publicity. What is the best way of getting publicity for Meghan and Harry these days? You guessed it right, by trashing Catherine and William the next chance they get. So let's take a little bit here. The world's leading photographic news agencies, including Reuters, Associated Press, warned against their use. So we know the story already, and this is the picture. And the Sussex Squad is now very, very happy. Yeah, we have won the medal. We have won the Oscar because Catherine and William, they failed. This is how they celebrate. This is how they define victory. Its metadata showed it had been edited hastily on Friday and Saturday before its release. On Monday, the Prince of Wales issued an apology for any confusion. So Princess of Wales, so Catherine, issued an apology sparked by the image saying, quote, I do occasionally experiment with editing. Prince William had taken the photo. So what Catherine here is implying is that it was really not William's mistake. It was rather Catherine who did the editing, and she was just playing with it. And I mean, she gave this opportunity for the Sussex Squad to talk about them. But obviously, we know that Catherine, she is very, very wise, very, very smart. So, yeah, Catherine was like, yeah, you have it, Sussex Squad. You want to talk about it? You have it. Quote, the same rules do not apply to both couples. Quote, this is not a mistake that Meghan would ever make. Wow. She has a keen eye and a freakish attention to detail. Oh, well, not freakish attention to detail, but a devil's eye. I mean, wherever she goes, her looks are very, very creepy. There were at least 10 failures in the photo with only the image of Prince George X apparently unaltered. So what's the big deal? I mean, this is just a photo, man. I mean, Meghan and Harry, they're making a big deal, and their Sussex squad, they're making a big deal out of it. Among the mistakes were Princess Charlotte 8 having had part of her wrist removed, Middleton's hand missing a wedding ring, and Prince Louis 5 having strangely crossed fingers. Yeah, good. I mean, this gave some relief, to the Sussex squad, that they are now celebrating this failure by Catherine and William, even though this is not a failure on Catherine and William's part, because this is something that the photographer, people who did the editing, should have taken care of, and should have been very, very careful about how they edit these photos, because these are going to be published on mainstream media. Thank you guys for your comments. If you have any, leave a comment in the comment section below. Evelyn, thank you, Evelyn, for your comment. Christina, and then Antoniette. Thank you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Take care.